Hi and welcome back. So yeah, it's Straddle44 here. I hope you're doing really well, having a great evening, day or night, whatever you're doing. So basically going to be talking about the Nas Car Bundle in just a sec. But before I do, of course, just remind you that at 250 subscribers, I am going to give away this Striker Sky Blue Interstellar to one of you lucky winners. Now, you do need to, of course, be subscribed. You do need to have your notifications on. If you could drop a like on the video, then the more likes I get, the more it helps out getting that algorithm and all that stuff. And of course, you know, as regards to the decal itself, it is a pretty amazing one. And if you are new and you're subscribing and doing all those other things, do leave your actual ID in the comments below so I know who you are, so I can make sure that you're picked. It is a really nice decal. It can be changed colour, it can look really good, you can do lots of things with it. And, you know, pretty much it's one of those sort of things where it does go with a lot of car designs if you're into it. If you're not into car designs and you don't like the Interstellar, as amazing as it looks, then you can always sell it. So you'll keep its value a little bit because it's Striker, but again, I know the market's in a funny place, so you know you might want to hold on for it a little bit. But however, a really great decal. That said, let's get into the content. So of course, as we all know, they released the Nas Car Bundle. Now, firstly, I want to say that one thing that I'm going to do that is probably very different to the top YouTubers and the pros and the ones that've got a lot of subscriptions. It probably pays them to actually promote this bundle and say, oh, it's amazing, it's great, buy it, because, you know, if you use our code, you pretty much get, you know, some fee kickback, which you do if you've got a code, I think. So, you know, it's in their interest to promote things like this. Whereas for me, you know, at the moment, I'm not at that stage yet, so until I get a creator code, it's not in my interest to try and promote. And even if I have one, I think I'm always going to try and sort of like approach it in a sense of, let's actually be honest with the opinions and not just kind of just go with the majority. So firstly, I mean, okay, this bundle is 2,000 yet again. And it's, you can sort of see it, it's quite a big bundle. You're getting 3 cars, not bad. Lots of decals, some wheels, yeah, some banners, I mean, okay. Some stuff that you're probably never going to use, but however, they're there if you do, and if you like that sort of stuff, it's not bad. It's kind of cool. So, okay, so firstly, you're going to get actually kind of like some decent stuff, and if you are purchasing, do use a creator code. It does help them. I use Pixel Army because I think he's quite a good YouTuber, quite wholesome, gives away stuff, so I use his, but you can use pretty much whoever you feel is the best one. So I went to the presets and I thought, right, okay, let's actually set it out and work it out as to which car we're going to use first. So I go with the Mustang. I thought the Mustang was kind of the one that seemed more appealing to me personally. But, you know, I suppose as regards to the 3 vehicles, I wanted to sort of try and use all of them. Now, in this particular video, I do mainly kind of review and sort of talk about the Mustang. However, I did play with a Toyota as well. I haven't played with a Chevrolet yet, so that is still on the cards. Not sure what to make of that side of things. So there is good and bad. Okay, so you're getting 3 cars. Nice. Your decals are limited, but, you know, okay, that was kind of expected. Same as what we had with the Lamborghini. So, as you can see, the decals, you kind of get a bit of an idea. Each car's got a certain amount of selections. This was the one I thought was the best for the Mustang, personally. Number 3, so I sort of just showing them all off. But yeah, I thought this one was got black and white colour, looked pretty cool. You can't change the paint finishes, even if you don't put a decal on it. Kind of a downside. And the wheel limitations is the wheels you're going to get for all of your 3 cars. Not fantastic. You can choose what boost you want, so yay, I guess. You can't choose any toppers, you can't choose any antennas, but you can put gold explosions on that you want, which I'd expect, because you could do that with the Lamborghini. I do feel that that was a shame that they missed out, that maybe they could have given us at least maybe 3 pairs of wheels, especially kind of at the moment, you know, just how many things have been coming out in the shop. Now, with the Toyota, sort of like, this one is supposedly supposed to be like the Nissan Skyline. I haven't tried the Skyline, so I can't give you my opinion on that yet. I have played some games. You got a McDonald's decal, you got an M&M decal. I do like M&Ms, I suppose, so yeah, kind of went with that one. And you've got some other one as well, which is kind of like a NASCAR type styled one. Again, you're only getting 3 decals with this car, whereas you had 4 with the Mustang. Again, I'm not sure why that is. I think there should have been 4 for each, just because, why not? You know, I mean, I guess when you're spending this amount of money, you'd want a lot more, I suppose. And I mean, it's good value for what you're getting to a degree, but, you know, the limitation on the wheels is kind of like, oh, fantastic. You know, I'm stuck with these wheels, that's it. You can't put anything else on. And again, you can do the same thing with the boosts and all that. And as you can sort of see, can't put antennas, can't put the things on. You can set the gold explosions as you would expect. Yeah, I mean, okay, it is what it is. Now with the Chevrolet, one of the things I did notice actually is that strangely enough it has 5 decals. I kind of thought this one wasn't bad. I mean, again, it's very rally car-ish, I guess. Kind of reminded me of like an old game called Destruction Derby. If anyone remembers that, let me know, because it was kind of cool. But yeah, these typical sort of race car type things. Again, this particular decal not bad. The previous one okay. This one I thought was better. It's got a sort of a bass or bass, yeah, bass on the front. Looks kind of interesting, and that one is not that bad either. So the Chevrolet has better kind of decals, but I have heard that the Chevrolet is supposed to be the worst car. I don't know yet. I haven't tried that one, so can't make those opinions. But while I'm sort of talking, then I mean, like basically, of course, I jumped into training just to kind of test out the Mustang, and that was the car that I'll talk about first. I will do the others in more depth later. Now, before I get into that, I do want to say that, of course, you know, this season has possibly been the hardest season in regards to, you know, purchases, keeping up with it. The shops have been insane. There's been so many good things at the start of season 3 onwards. There's been so many good things in the sort of like the shop. Then you've got like the Lamborghini bundle, which was probably the worst bundle out of the ones out of this one and the previous. But I did say buy it. I mean, I said if you had credits, buy it. But then again, I probably wasn't necessarily expecting perhaps just the you know it was going to come out so quick, and it really kind of like just took out a lot of things where, you know, perhaps people didn't really recover and kind of, you know, just get that element of, oh wow, okay, and it's tough, and it has been a really difficult thing. So, you know, obviously if you are going to buy this, do make sure that you're actually going to use the cars, because if you're not, you are wasting your time, I can assure you. If you are, great. You know, you will enjoy the vehicle, so to speak. The Mustang is a car that I really liked. Basically, it is a Dominus. The Dominus hitbox to a T. The minute I used it, because I'm a Dominus player anyway, I could instantly use the car very comfortably. It felt like I'd never really not used it. It felt very straightforward. And that is something that's quite nice. Now, when I did try the Toyota one, that was a very different vehicle. And of course, that's going to take a fair bit longer, because that's just not a car type I've ever used. I never used the original Skyline. If you have got a Skyline and you played with it, and you do get the bundle, let me know what you think. But I do think that, like, in regards to the amount that you're getting, it isn't too bad. I mean, you're definitely getting quite a number of sort of items and decals and things. Yes, the wheels could have been better. Yeah, they could have definitely given us just a couple of decals and a couple of other things, maybe more. But then again, what do you expect for 2000? So I suppose compared to the Lamborghini bundle, which actually was way more expensive, to be honest, you know, it's been one of those things where they obviously realised that, you know, it perhaps was a better bundle to kind of do 4 or 3, just to kind of like give us a bit of a chance to recover. And it has been harsh. Will this have an impact on the market? Probably. If you're definitely going to be buying these bundles, then yes. Now, my personal opinion of the cars and sort of like the way, I do actually think that, like, especially the Mustang, I really liked. But again, you know, to be honest, if I was playing with my Dominus, I wouldn't really notice a difference. It's just nice to play with a new car, and I like playing with different vehicles. But, you know, as regards to, if you're not a Dominus player or you don't like the Dominus for any reason, the Mustang is not probably going to be a car for you. And that's probably where the big thing comes in, is that, you know, do you like the sort of like the Dominus? Do you play Octane? Do you play Fennec? If you play Fennec or Octane quite a lot, you're going to find this very weird. Now, you can get used to it, of course, but, you know, again, this seemed to be aimed towards the sort of Dominus users in regards to the Mustang. Now, as regards to the Toyota, if it is like the Skyline hitbox, and I have heard that there's videos out there where pros have said it is very like the Nissan Skyline, or as close as it's going to be. People are still in doubt that it's ever going to come back. Personally, I mean, that is a hard one to really answer, isn't it? I mean, you know, is it going to come back? I've heard rumours. 25th of June, sorry, is the release of Fast and Furious 9, and it would be a perfect time for it to come back. So, you know, does that mean that you should hold on and wait for that hopeful where it returns? I mean, that is a month and a half away, but it is going to hurt. Like, certainly people in the market, it's going to, I can definitely see, again, lots of prices going down for people potentially wanting to get this. And as regards to the cars, I mean, like I said, I think actually it is a good bundle. You're getting a lot more than the Lamborghini ever gave you. So, 3 cars is nice. And even if you don't use one of them, I mean, okay, like say I didn't use the Chevrolet, I'm probably going to use the Toyota and the Mustang just because they're new cars, they're quite fancy, it's nice having them, and yeah, it's definitely not a bad thing. But as I say, I mean, my opinion is just purely because I actually like having different cars to play with, and I like learning different hitboxes, getting better, and just finding a car that works for me. And I know that, especially with the shop recently, it's been hard. So while I sort of kind of want to, give you an idea and a bit of gameplay and some goals and some stuff, obviously I haven't shown you full matches, I did find that, it was quite nice to actually have a new car and play it and things like that. But, you've got to kind of like think, are you going to actually, take your time out to use these cars to value? If you are not, do not buy it. It's not worth it. Or at least think about it. Because if you go and start sell a load of items, you don't ever get the usage out of it, and you don't enjoy it, you're just wasting credits. And I mean, let's face it, we've all wasted credits quite a lot, to be honest. So, I mean, at least I have. I bought many a thing that unfortunately I haven't used. Lamborghini I haven't used as much as I would like. I probably plan to at some point, but I bought it for the purpose of obviously the videos more than maybe playing with it. So there are reasons maybe behind what I would do, and I did say that I thought the Lamborghini was good. But as overall value, so far at least, I do think this is probably the better bundle. And if you did, were sensible in waiting, then perhaps that is not a bad idea. So yeah, I mean, like overall, I thought it was pretty good. It is early days, so obviously I haven't got to try the Toyota fully. I haven't got used to it yet, and I haven't got to actually try out, unfortunately, the Chevrolet either. So I can't even give my opinion on that one yet. But I do plan to, of course, very, very soon. So, just my final impressions. I think that the bundle is good. I do wish they'd keep bringing out things so absolutely all together and things. It's an absolute nightmare, and I'd love some time to kind of recover. And, for all of us as well, I think it's absolutely ridiculous. But, however, it is what it is. So, that's it for the video. I mean, I know it's a short one. I'll be doing more very soon. So, if you did like it, drop me a like. If you want to subscribe, brilliant, please do. But otherwise, I will see you in the next video. So, until then, take care and bye-bye.